Hi, I'm Samantha Kriegshauser and I'm the CEO of Adult Enrichment Centers. And today we're going to be talking with Cassandra, who works with me at AEC, around the dignity of language, how our words are important, the choice of words, as well as how we speak to someone with Alzheimer's or dementia.
So when you say the dignity of language, I think about three areas that I think we should speak on. One being our words being clear and concise when we're dealing with adults that live with Alzheimer's and or dementia. So define for our viewers what is clear and concise language. What does that look like? What do we mean?
So, when you're talking with someone who has cognitive decline, we want to be sure that we're not using a bunch of slang or even sarcasm that can be lost on someone or
Gotcha.
confusing for someone with dementia or cognitive decline. We also want to be very careful of the words that we use.
Gotcha.
They need to be very age appropriate. So, we don't want to be talking to a senior and talking to them like they're a child.
True.
Just because they have a cognitive decline doesn't mean that they should not be treated with the same dignity and respect as anyone else. So we don't want to talk down to someone
Gotcha.
or sound condescending. We also don't want to use nicknames like honey, welcome to the South. I know
yeah.
this is a tough one here
Yeah.
because we call everybody honey, sugar,
Sweetie.
whatever, but that's not dignified and it's not very
Right.
respectful
Right.
to the person with cognitive decline. We want to make sure that we're addressing them appropriately always.
That makes sense.
And he's not good morning handsome
Gotcha.
unless you already had an established relationship with this person that was your way with them.
Yeah.
That would be disrespectful.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
We want to be sure that we're using words like I hear a lot of families will say, well, my dad's in diapers now. Adults don't wear diapers. A more dignified term is a brief or a depend.
Gotcha.
We don't take someone to the bathroom.
Gotcha.
We assist someone.
Right.
Okay. We don't feed someone. We assist them with eating. Those little clarifications make a big difference in bringing dignity and respect to offering assistance, which is in fact what we are doing.
Right.
We are not doing it for them. We are offering assistance with something they are doing.
I like because that was one I had to work on. Honey, sweetie.
Oh, I struggle with it. I'm Southern.
So I too would need to work on that. But that makes sense. Would you say no nicknames? Should we address them by their name?
Yes, unless you've been requested
Gotcha.
by the family, or like I said, you have a long-standing relationship. That, if I'm at home with my dad, I call him Papa.
Gotcha.
You're going to meet my dad, and you're not going to call him Papa.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
going to call him by his name.
Right.
But you're not going to meet my dad and call him, well, hello there, handsome.
Right.
Because that
Right.
would not be an appropriate social
Gotcha.
greeting.
Gotcha.
So we want to make sure that we're remembering that dignity
Right.
and treating our folks with cognitive decline
Uh-huh.
kindly, but also very appropriately.
Yeah, respectfully. In talking about language itself, how important is it that what they see and what they hear is cohesive, is concise? How important would you say that is?
Critical.
Okay.
So remember this, someone with cognitive decline is already struggling to filter out external noises or what's
Yes.
happening in the room. So let's just say you're in a crowded room at a restaurant. That's already going to be a challenge for someone with a cognitive issue
Right.
to focus on what you're asking them to say or do versus all of the external noise that
Gotcha.
is happening. But if your body language and what you're saying don't match, then their brain is trying to figure
Extra
out
hard,
what do you
yeah.
want from me. Okay. So like right now you're nodding at me. So imagine that you have a dog and you come home to your dog and he's all excited to see you and you're ruffling his head and you're like, you're a good for nothing, worthless smut. I'm going to put you to sleep this afternoon. But his tail is wagging. He's happy to see you because he's responding to your tone and your touch, not to your words.
Gotcha.
The same thing applies when you're working with someone with dementia or cognitive decline. If I'm saying, yes to something, but my body language is saying no, I'm sending a mixed signal to someone who's already struggling with those signals. So your body language needs to match your words. So when I greet you with that smile. And I'm like, good morning.
Right.
How are you?
Right.
And it's a positive face matches a positive tone in my words. I also want to be sure that I'm making eye contact with you.
Okay.
I want to give the person, especially in mid to late stage dementia, the absolute best chance to follow
Right.
and have a voice in what is happening or what is saying. So if I need to assist them with eating or with going to the restroom, I want to make sure that that invitation is warm and welcoming.
Gotcha.
So it's like, come and walk with me. So I want to make sure I maintain that eye contact. In another lesson, we'll get into how to have that hand over hand contact and lead someone. But for right now, we're going to focus on the language. So if I'm nodding in my head and I'm in a positive manner, then my face and the rest of me needs to back up that message.
One message.
Yes.
So my takeaway would be clear and concise language. No sarcasm. We may not be at a place where we can understand the sarcasm, and keeping the dignity and respect there. I love it.
Yep. So I think those things will help people have a better conversation with their loved one. And then remember to add in that eye contact. And if necessary, drop your voice just a little bit. So we can become hypersensitive to sound with cognitive decline. But then on the flip side, we have people who are also very hard of hearing.
True.
So, you know, it's nothing like when you see someone and you tell them this person has cognitive decline or dementia. So they stop and they greet them. They go, "Hi, I'm Samantha."
Right.
Well, that's not very appropriate.
Not the dignity.
It's not dignified. We need to get close enough to them to maintain personal space, but to make that eye contact and to have a normal conversation with them, and then give them a moment. I'm Southern. I talk fast. So if I come in, I'm going to be, good morning. All right. Are we ready to get started today? Let's go get this done. And that was like 400 words in 8 seconds. And that's more than a brain with cognitive decline can function. So I don't need to talk to them like they're mentally challenged.
Right.
I just need to slow down.
A little bit.
Good morning. How are you? Pause. Give them a second to respond to the smile and the words and let their brain catch up. A lot of times you'll get an appropriate response back. One of the reasons we don't is because we talk too quickly and we move too fast. And they're still trying to match all of those signals and form a reply. You just need to give a minute. So slow down. So today we talked about the dignity of language and how we should choose our words and our approach very carefully when we're talking to someone with cognitive decline or dementia, and how important it is to make sure that we're using kindness and respect and honoring that person when we're speaking with them. If you want to learn more, you can visit us at our website, www.adultenrichmentcenters.org, or you can follow us on our YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in today.